Orbeez, I'm back! Oh my god! Okay, wait, I'm gonna try to make sure that OBS does not crash on me because it has crashed on me like 3 times already. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody! Spinning at Seeds Meezy! Hello everybody! Oh my god, it has been such a long time since I last streamed, and this is a crazy milestone because membership is open and I have so many exciting updates for you guys. Oh my god, thank you all so much for the welcome messages. Thank you all so much. I know, I love the table as well. Oh, I have so many updates for you guys, and I know it's been, I think it's been about a month since I last streamed, and I am so well rested that you guys have no idea. Let's quickly do attendance, and not only attendance, thank you to everybody who has already signed up to join the Orbeez membership. I was actually surprised because I thought, you know, the memberships would start, you know, once I started streaming, but you guys are really on top of it. Good job, class. Alright, well, hello APA, hello Rim8R, hello Large Hadron, hello Brenda, hello Sparky Bro, hello MDB, hello Warpy, hello Astral, hello Eggy, hello Large Hadron, hello Myelin, hello Stella, hello PodChamp, hello Pembu, hello Cerno, hello Architelos, hello Isaac, hello PogChamp, hello Specs, hello Commander Phoenix. Yes, you guys may have seen the new opening screen, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is made by Masked Mischief Art, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. It was my very first paid commission, and I am absolutely blown away by how amazing it is. Hello there, yes. Hello, it's been a while for sure. I'm too poor for membership. Don't worry, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this in just a second when I introduce the different tiers for membership and everything, but just because membership is open doesn't mean that I'm like pressuring you guys to join. I actually spoke with Faye and a few other people who have memberships already set up, and I just want to make it as accessible as possible. And yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in a second, but yes. I love the ripple effect at the bottom. I know, right? It's like gravitational waves. It's so cool. Anyways, without further ado, I did have a few, well, we're just gonna be yapping today. Today's gonna be a chill stream where we're just going to be yapping, but there is a lot to yap about because there are so many exciting things happening. So about, okay, it says 2 weeks ago, but I think it's about a month ago, I made a YouTube community post asking if we were to hypothetically have channel memberships, what should it be called? Now this was very deep foreshadowing, because I received an email saying that memberships were open, but I had to like set them up and get them approved and stuff, so I was like, maybe I can hint at this and gather some ideas. And you guys had a ton of amazing ideas, like Strange Charm and Top, SP and D, like the Quarks, Sun, Earth, Moon. A lot of people are suggesting scientists. And I'm gonna thank the members who just joined already because they have already revealed what the tier system is going to be called. And I've officially decided on, okay, I was gonna like make this really exciting, but oh my god, thank you Fi for the raid. Thank you so much. Hello, Speeding and Seeds Meezy. Hi, for those of you who just came in, hi, I'm Z, I'm a physics VTuber. I have not been streaming in a month, and I'm back, and I'm just about to announce my new membership, which just opened up, so you came at a perfect time. I definitely want to thank Brenda, APA, Large Hadron, and Astral because they have all revealed all 3 tiers of the membership system, which is Main Sequence, Red Supergiant, and Black Hole. Yay! mitosis. Why specifically... Okay, hold up. Let me resize this real quick. Why specifically red supergiant? Are you discriminating against the other colors? Well, it's because it's the evolution of massive stars. They go from... Oh. Actually, this is misleading. This should actually be, like, blue. Because these are for massive stars. This should actually be blue. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Orbeez. I don't mean to spread misinformation. I know they're so adorable, right? So main sequence, red supergiant, and black hole are the evolution of stars greater than 8 solar masses. I like the faces, yeah. Maybe we should have these as emojis. Orbeez, what do you think? We could just put a color tint on it. I feel like I could actually do that really fast. Yeah, adorable, thank you so much. I don't know, which one do you think is the cutest? Because I was trying to make them all equally look cute, and I have to admit, there's something about the smug face that the main sequence has that, I don't know. Tier 3 easily. Hello, Salt. Z with the flower emoji. It is ironic that my image is based of a black hole, and I'm not black hole tier. Oh, the astral travels. Oh, I see that actually. Like the orange tint on the outside, it looks like the first image of the black hole. No, main sequence definitely looks like somebody you'd vibe with. They're also adorable. Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you, Warpy, for the original suggestion, I think. I just thought this was a cool way to help teach people about stellar evolution while having some fun with membership. So that's very, very exciting. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit briefly about the tiers. This is also on the YouTube page. Oh, thank you, James, for subscribing to the channel. Oh, I just realized when the membership signed up, there was no notification. Oh no! It's getting late on the East Coast, but I wanted to pop in here and say congrats on membership. Thank you so much, Fi. Okay, wait, first off, I'm so out of practice now, but Fi and Mylan, who's still here, if I recall correctly, are part of V-Theorem, which is the group that I'm part of. We're focusing on scientific communication, and Fi does, like, cell biology, immune system, that kind of content, so very, very exciting stuff. I just checked out his stream with this, like, octopus lady, which was so much fun. Hello, Pissirixel. Hello, Syz. Oh man, look at that gamma ray burst on that black hole. I think it's more like a jet, but yeah, I guess high energy rays. So, yes, Octopus Lady. That was actually a really fun stream. I highly recommend you check it out. I'm gonna talk, I have so many things to talk about. I'm gonna talk about this more later, but I do have some exciting collabs lined up. Actually, a ton of collabs. In fact, next week, I think I'm streaming like 3 or 4 times, so it's going to be a bit crazy. Hello, Millennium! Thank you so much! Actually, perfect timing, because I was just on the topic of collabs. I don't want to spoil too much. Thank you so much for the congratulations messages. Warpy says, it is late here, but I have the day off tomorrow, so you can stay up. Well, don't stay up too late for me. Please don't stay up too late. Yeah, no, Millennium and I may or may not, it's Schrodinger's collaboration, may or may not have a collaboration set up. Hello, Luwak, thank you so much for the congrats messages. Yes, and good luck on your exam. I will send you good luck messages. Okay. We've been getting distracted, so let's talk a little bit more about the membership tiers. So the base level is the main sequence. It's 99 cents per month, and basically it already has a lot of... Oh, wait, give me 1 second. Sorry, I just wanted to close the door. So membership. So basically, there's a few tiers to this. So there's loyalty badges, custom emojis, priority reply to comments, members only polls, members only channel on Discord, which I've yet to make. So for the new members who just joined, there won't be any updates yet, but I'll make that like literally tonight. And then members only live streams. So what you may be asking, what do these members only live streams look like? Well, one of the things I'm planning to do is definitely a watch along for this anime called like, it was like in the heavens or something? Oh, what was it called? Orbeez, if you remember, please let me know. It was like, it's just this anime that details like the history of like not Newton, what is it? Like the heliocentric model. Was it Orb? Yeah, I think that's what it was called. You members are having so much fun with the emojis, this makes me so happy. Especially the Zus emoji. Very custom indeed. Yes, Orb, the movement of the planets. Thank you, Mylan, yes. So that's gonna be very, very exciting. Yes, Orb on the movements of the Earth. So tier 2 is basically everything above, plus I'm hoping to have some, of course I can't do too many IRL updates or that would totally dox myself, and I can't do too many behind the scenes photos as well, but I definitely want to... Thank you, MDB, for joining the main sequence! I set the sound to be the Mogus soundtrack. I don't know if you were able to hear it over the lo-fi, but I want to do a few more like research updates. I am up to some pretty exciting stuff nowadays. I mean, I think I've always been up to some pretty exciting stuff, but giving you guys a few more updates on some IRL things as much as I can without entirely doxing myself. So that's what the Z-mail thing is. It's probably going to be more like IRL updates. And finally is the black hole tier. I mean, honestly, like, you're just really epic. I honestly don't expect anyone to like support me at this level. So if you do, like, thank you so much. I'll write you like a handwritten thank you letter and like send it to you on Discord. At this point, the reason why I chose black holes is because you've gone beyond the event horizon and entered this secret multiverse for the most stellar Orbeez, so thank you so much if you are at that membership tier. So yeah, I know there have been some like comments on my YouTube community posts and on my videos explaining like concern about, oh, I can't, you know, afford the membership. Like, will that mean I won't be able to catch streams? And the answer to that is no. Like, I want to make this as accessible as possible, and just, I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me already. Like, my heart feels like so full of gratitude. So thank you so much to all the members and just to all the Orbeez in general. So yeah, basically, this should all be on the YouTube membership page. So don't worry if I went through this too fast. Mine for sneaking on my lunch to say congrats on the membership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by as well. I hope you have a delicious lunch. I hope you're eating something yummy. They become Hawking Radiant. Yeah, exactly. They start radiating Hawking radiation. So a few things. I'm curious to hear from you, Orbeez. I know that I have a few custom emojis, but thank you, Eggy, for becoming a main sequence member. Thank you so much for joining. I just love the Among Us sound. Alright, so along those lines, now I think we've reached the threshold, because now I think it was like if we have 5 members, you can unlock more emojis. So I'm thinking about having some more. I might be looking for some potential commissions. So if you know anybody who creates emojis, please send them my way. Or if you yourself make emojis. I know Astral's been like cooking some art. I'm actually going to talk about that later. So if you are artistic and would like to make emojis, please let me know. Why not bring all of the Z characters? Yes, I definitely want to do that, like A and E, yes. Okay, I have them all downloaded. I just need to add them, and I think I'm limited on the number of emojis, but I should have them unlocked now. In addition, for loyalty badges, for the new members, it's just this like blue circle, and you unlock new badges the longer you've been a member. So let me know if you have any ideas on that. I was thinking maybe having like a star and then having it like evolve over time. I think that might be a cool idea. The Z fruits, yes, that would be great. And for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, join the Discord. There are a ton of fruits, vegetables, and creatures that are created in the likeness of me that have been dropped in the art channel, and I'll add them as emojis as well. Yes, Astral's drawing hand is a stump. I actually want to feature some of the art that Astral created as well. So, yes. So just to like finish things off, these are the 3 membership tiers. Thank you so much for your support. I will definitely be like thanking everybody. Like I really appreciate everybody. So thank you. Wow, I'm really out of practice. I feel like I'm kind of stumbling over my words, Orbeez. Alright. Okay. Oh, now with logistics out of the way, you guys may have been wondering, where has Z been this entire month? Has Z been worldwide? And the answer to that is actually kind of yes, and I can't really say too much, but I did want to include some photos of some of the travels I've been doing. So yes. Oh, thank you, Carbon, for stopping by! Such a cute spinner, I know, right? Really captures my essence. I hope there is never a reason to use Zed's onion. Out of practice, that means more streams to get back into it. Yes, and I'm gonna talk about this more later, but, you know, I think I have a bit more bandwidth over the summer, and very limited bandwidth, during the academic year. So, I think, I'm hoping to stream a lot more over the summer, and I've been cooking some ideas, so don't worry. Z has been enjoying some relaxation time. Yes, that is one thing. So, the first thing I want to talk about is I traveled to Fanime with Mylin. So Fanime was end of May. Yeah, looks like it's May 23rd to 26th of 2025. But I went to one of the days, and it was down in San Jose, California, and it was so much fun. Yes, Mylin, you're here! Perfect timing, because I'm just about ready to talk to you. Millennium says the scientist schedule. Oh, it has been very hectic. It has been very hectic, but I've been finding a lot of relaxation in between. So you might be wondering, who is Mylin? And Mylin's channel is linked here. Mylin is my amazing, talented genmate in VTheorem, does psychology, statistics, anime content. They drew and rigged their own model. Like, what? And A, the astrologer, and also Cyderay's, like, Adventure Time model. What? This is insane. Mylin mentioned exactly, they are absolutely goated. Like, look at this art. Like, just look, like, isn't this so adorable? Okay, one thing is that Mylin actually turned these into stickers, so I actually have stickers of VTheorem as well. I was going to put it on my laptop and then I realized that would be totally doxing myself, but I totally would. Hello, Nikki. Hello. Yeah, no, they are goated. Mindforce says, how is... Everyone asks, who is Mylin, what is Mylin, never how is Mylin. Mylin, how are you doing? Hello, Kraken. And yes, and A, the astrologer, which I debuted on April 1st. So, just look at this art, look at how talented they are. And up to this point, I had, you know, Mylin and I were genmates in VTheorem, but this was the first time that we actually met in person. What? Isn't this crazy? I mean, so this is a photo that we took, so the backdrop you can see is like IRL, like this is an actual photo we took and Mylin drew over it. So obviously like we can't show our real faces or that would break the immersion. But isn't this so adorable? Oh. It was so much fun. I'm drinking soda, life is good. Yes, as you should. I know, right? It's so cool. So this was, they had this little like photo shoot thing set up and it was clock themed. And Mylin and I took a little selfie here. So one of the things that we did at Fanime, basically as soon as we got there, was to eat burritos. So Mylin had mentioned this place called Iguana's Burrito Zilla or whatever. And I was like, okay, that sounds really good. And I went and it was really good. So Mylin got this burrito with like, what was it? It was like beef and, no, not beef. It was like beans and rice. And I got this burrito bowl. It was, this picture does not do it justice, by the way. This was a giant burrito bowl. But keep in mind that I was absolutely starving and I ate the whole thing. It was great. Beans and rice, it was yummy. No, it was very good. My expectations were definitely surpassed. I think this photo also doesn't do it justice because it just looks like guacamole, sour cream, and tomato. But the flavor was quite good. I'd say it was definitely up there for me. Maybe it's because I'm also a huge fan of Chipotle. Maybe those two are correlated. Orbeez, do you guys like Chipotle? Because I had a conversation with somebody recently, and they were like, oh, Chipotle is nasty. And I was like, what? Because I think for me, I get regular Chipotle cravings roughly around like once every 2-ish months. I'm not huge on Chipotle, but it is definitely good. It's alright. Okay, sure, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, I'm curious. Let's do a poll. Chipotle, yay or nay? I'm curious, Orbeez. Chipotle was nice, now not so much. What's changed? I've been seeing memes about the portion sizes. Chipotle's overpriced for the amount of protein my location gives me. I heard there's a hack where you can ask for like double protein and then you ask for like a second scoop, but that's like too much for me, to be fair. So I don't do that, but I heard, you know, like people, the big backs do that. As a broke college student, I subsist on Chipotle when college cafeteria food is too expensive. And I'd say like out of the fast food chains, okay, if I had to choose between Chipotle and Burger King, I would go for Chipotle. Just because it's not healthy, but you can make it more healthier, almost, and like more nutritious. The burrito was galactically delicious. It was out of this world. It was out of this cosmos. Chipotle the restaurant, not the pepper. Yeah, the restaurant. Chipotle is good for fueling Pokemon Go community days. Actually, I've heard of like high school and middle schoolers like do fundraisers with Chipotle. Like you can have your local Chipotle give some sort of discount and they donate like a portion of the proceeds to a charity or something. I subsist on cheap rice, bacon, and assorted frozen veggies. Yes. You can't go wrong with bacon. I'd rather go to Orbeez than Burger King. I can't do Orbeez, I can't do Burger King, I can't do McDonald's. Looks like mostly yay for Chipotle. Okay. But it's still pretty split. It's still pretty split. I don't know. Favorite fast food chain? Any suggestions? Any ideas? What about Whataburger? I've only had it once and it was alright. I think out of the burger chains, Shake Shack is the most edible for me. But Shake Shack also has this thing. I know this is so... Every time I get this, I get judged very heavily. but you can exchange the bread of the hamburger for lettuce leaves. And every time I get this, everybody says, "Oh, you're such a health nut," but I genuinely just don't like the bread on hamburgers. It's just too thick for me. I tried Jollibee for the first time. It was surprisingly good. Yeah, I agree with that. Jollibee is like on the better end for me too. Foster's Freeze, I actually have not tried that. Yeah. Yoshinoya. I have not been there, yeah. It just makes the rest of us feel guilty about our meals. I mean, I just like the lettuce leaves better. Anyways, that was the iguanas burrito Zitla. It was very yummy. And this was a photo we took together, and Mylan also drew over this one, which was adorable as well. You can see in the corner here, I'm not a huge fan of sour cream, so I actually removed a chunk of it here. A lettuce-wrapped burger sounds tasty. See, I'm not in the wrong, Orbeez. I'm not in the wrong. Okay, so a few more photos. So on the left here is a photo of me in the artist alley, and this was so much fun. So this was actually my first anime convention. Okay. Yeah, my first real anime convention. And Mylan can attest to this, but I was addicted to the artist alley. It was literally a black hole, and I could not escape. And this was me, like, purchasing different things. I shopped so much. I actually have a photo, I think, that I included later with all the things I bought. I bought a ton of stickers that I put on my laptop, pins, art, and so forth. I was running around like crazy. Yeah, no, I was all over the place. And this photo here on the right is the Zeit of 87 in real life. So I made a post a while back saying, oh, the Zeit of 87 happened in real life. And you Orbeez were like freaking out, like, oh my god, like, how did that happen? I promise you, I did not actually get bit, but this was an incredible cosplay, and this pose and this facial expression that I'm doing here that Mylan drew over is an incredibly accurate depiction of the actual pose and facial expression that I had in the real photo, so this was a lot of fun. Z gets spring-trapped in HD. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I took so many steps that day. Freddy with Z hair? Wait, I gotta write that down. Freddy with Z hair as an emote? That would be very fun. And I'll name it like the Zeit of 87. Zed Bear? What is Zed Bear? Zed Bear? It is theorized that it's possible to escape a decaying orbit of a black hole by dumping mass to gain kinetic energy from the ergosphere. I had to dump your cash at the artist alley to escape. Wait, but Mylan can attest to this. I didn't go that hard. Okay, yes, I did go a little hard on the stickers, but I actually, like, contemplated every purchase and did not spend thousands of dollars. Is Z canon in the FNAF universe? Maybe Z needs a FNAF wiki page. But yes, this was actually so much fun. So afterwards, we walked out of the artist alley and into this car show. And they had these cars that were, like, wrapped with anime art on them. And they also had this photo booth where you could take photos. And I took a photo of me leaning against this giant clock along with these other clocks. It really gave, it kind of gave, like, time dilation, like special relativity, like physics nerd core. So that was a lot of fun. The self-control's commendable. Yeah, no, it was very commendable. Oh, wait, Astral, yes, definitely include the Z-Bear, because I might make that an emoji. The Zeit of 87. The Miku Mobile? I think there was a Hatsune Miku one. There was definitely some Hololive ones. So this is a little bit of a spoiler, but if you're here and if you made it this far, I will tell you this. But these are just photos, right? I'm actually working on a potential video of sorts, where I actually have footage of the car show. Wink, wink. So stay tuned for that. And shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Only the Orbeez that were here. Only the Orbeez that were here will have this in their posterity, in their minds. So no clipping, nothing. Shh, it's a secret. So yes, back on track. So this is a little photo shoot and it was a lot of fun. Oh, and afterwards we were walking around doing some more shopping, and there was this thing. There was this one cosplayer who was like cosplaying as some sort of nature thing, and we went up to them and they were doing some sort of like challenges thing, and the way that it would work is that you would get a card with a random challenge on it, and it would be like, take a photo with a cosplayer dressed as, I don't know, somebody. I think I got Zelda, yeah. And you'd have to like go and complete the quest. And there were 3 levels of the quests. And I think it was like progressively harder in the cosplayers that you had to find. But yeah, I ended up taking a photo with like a kid who was like dressed up as like Bibu from like Hololive, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, and then we once the quest was over, we got these compasses, and it's actually so cool. It's like this portable compass that you would have in your hand. And both Mylon and I got one. I love that the perspective of this picture implies Mylon is a lot bigger. Z is sized up for the picture. That Zelda cosplayer no, that Zelda cosplayer was very, very, very well dressed. I don't know, I don't think I can include a photo because it includes my IRL self, but they were very well dressed. It looked like a summer outfit. I don't know, how do I explain this? It was like, it's like I'm trying to Google this. I don't know what it's called. Oh, it's like the female Zelda. What is? Oh, it's called a Gerudo outfit. Yeah, that was what it was called. Yeah, they had this like Gerudo outfit on, Gerudo, or chic outfit. What is that? No, it wasn't this one. It was the female Zelda. Yes, I think it was that. It was like a top, and it was like a top, and it's like triangle shaped. It's kind of like a crop top. Or Link. Oh my god. Yes, I meant Link. What am I talking about? It's like, Orbeez, please don't kill me. Wait, for context, I've never played a Zelda game before. Please. No, not Sus, please. No. Wait, who? Okay, wait, hold up. Wait. Then who is Zelda? Oh, Zelda's the princess, or whatever. Wait, hold up. Who? Orbeez, please! Please, not the sus emojis! Send us the spaghettification, please, no! Wait, who is Zelda? Okay, Zelda's the princess. I actually don't even know what the story is, Orbeez. And then there's, okay, and Link is the guy, yeah. Please clip this for blackmail, no, Orbeez! I've never played it before, so please don't blame me. Actually, I'm curious to hear, I don't know, is the new Link Zelda game on the Switch 2 or something? As you can tell, I've been not chronically online. I've been not up to date with these things. Link is the protagonist, Zelda's the love interest and the princess, and Ganondorf is the antagonist and the bad guy. Okay. Have you at least played Mario? Yes, I played like 2/3 of Super Mario Odyssey. But I was borrowing somebody's Switch, and, well, I don't have it anymore, so I can't finish it ever. Sad. Yeah, and I've played Kirby, too. I played, like, a third of, which one is it? There's 2 of them. I didn't play the open world one. Return to Dreamland Deluxe. I played, like, a third of that, so I haven't done that many games. I love Kirby. I love Kirby. Sometimes Ganon isn't even in the game. What? Then what's the storyline? There are like 4 Zelda games on the Switch 2. I don't know, Orbeez, what do you guys think of the Switch 2? Cause I don't know, I don't really talk about video games with other people now that I think about it. I'm not sure if any of you guys have gotten in and have some initial opinions. In the Discord, it seems like the general consensus is that the Steam Deck is really good. And I definitely wanted to save up for that. I'm not a fan of what I hear about the Switch 2. I heard that they have this like Mario Kart game and you can become like a cow, but it's like $80 or something. It's like absurd. I actually am very bad at Mario Kart, so this is not directly relevant to me. Expensive but good? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the compatibility is between Switch 1 games and Switch 2 games. I am Mario Kart god. Oh my god, I've played Mario Kart a few times for social events. And one time we were on this map and I actually ended up like going backwards and like I didn't even realize until like I was actually very far along. Oh my god! Thank you PogChamp Senpai for becoming Black Hole member! I kinda got jump scared by the notification. Thank you so much for joining the membership. I guess the black hole gif is actually very representative. Now you can use the Zus emoji. Yeah, no, I'm very bad at Mario Kart. I was like traveling backwards, it was not ideal. Yes, Zus emoji. You guys really like that one. My colleagues are scared of me in Mario Kart. Smash Bros? Oh, I'm very bad at that as well. Actually, no, I'm actually not bad at Smash Bros. You know why? Because there's only one character that I can play as. I always play as Kirby, and then I change the colors so it looks like dark, like black, because then it looks kind of like spacey. And I kid you not, like, so, you know, Kirby in Smash Brothers can like kick and do these cool moves, but every time I play Smash Bros, it's like separated by like intervals of like a month or so, so I always forget the commands. But the only command I remember is to like inhale, and then you jump up and you like go down and you like become a rock. The issue is when I inhale a character, like I don't really know how to play as the new character, because you like transform into that character. So what I do is I just become the rock, so I'm always just like jumping and then rock slamming on people. And I kid you not, I've like won against like people who've done like Smash Bros for the longest time. So I'm actually not bad at Smash Bros, and I'm actually very good at being Kirby. I just spam down. Yeah, no, for real, that's just me. But the thing is, I don't know how to play as any other character. And the benefit of Kirby as well is that since I'm such a noob, I keep falling off the map. But because Kirby can like float, I can like basically get back on the platform. Yeah, down B! No, that's literally me! What is the Zuzlocke? I can't play Smash as any character except for Rob. Who is Rob? The robot? You can play as the robot? I know somebody who would like play as like an Animal Crossing character, but like I think their controls are just like the generic skills. I love you, but that isn't skill. Wait, but you hear me out. There are some people that I were playing against who, you know, have been playing Smash Bros for years, can basically have mastered every character. They play like the most advanced character, have done tournaments and stuff, and I have defeated them as Kirby. Villagers fun to play as? Oh, really? By just spamming from the edge of the map. See, spamming is actually not a bad choice. Isabelle's adorable. Okay, this was very sidetracked. Actually, I'm curious, Orbeez. What is your favorite character to play in Smash Bros? A person says, well, that's just the nature of a Kirby spammer. I mean, the thing is, I know some people who play Kirby who are like, once you inhale a character, you get their skills and you can have like a lot of flexibility with that. But my issue with that is I'm actually not very good at like controlling the character once... Oh, thank you, what should I call you? 9.81 meters per second. Oh, 9.81 meters per second squared. Well, I can just call you G then. like the gravitational acceleration. Well, thank you, G, 9.81 meters per second squared, for joining the main sequence. Joker main Lucina. Wait, who's Lucina again? Let me check. Oh, yes. Little Mac and Sephiroth. I actually need to see a list of the list of Smash Bros characters. 'Cause... Oh god, okay, this is a little crazy. Oh, I played as Bowser once, and it was really bad because I literally fell off the map and I died before any action took place. I know people who play as Zero Suit Samus. I don't know if that's a hard character to play as. Sorry, I'm like trying to look at the list of characters and see if... I know some people were really good at Bowser. Lil G? Alright, works for me? Okay, alright, Lil G. Well, just G, I guess. It rhymes with Z, it's like G and Z. Oh! Thank you oh. Okay, I hope the stream is connected. Thank you so much, Specs, for joining the main sequence! Now you can use the Zus emoji. I don't really have a main because I don't play Smash Brothers that much. I just kind of hit random and play. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, that's valid too. I think some of these characters have like very special commands. Oh, I know someone who like exclusively played as Mr. Game & Watch, which was very insane. It's like this little like purple looking 2D character. Yes, now you hold the Zus emoji is so powerful. I want to add another emoji that's just the letter Z. So you can use it like in a sentence, but now that we've unlocked more emojis, I'll add that. Mr. Game & Watch main scary. I was scared. Alright, well, we got really sidetracked from the Fanime stuff, but there's only one slide left. It's just a photo showing all of the goodies that I got. These are all the stickers. And some freebies. So, here on the left, I actually purchased a Makima postcard. So, over the break, I actually watched Actually, no, this was before the break. I watched Chainsaw Man, and I really loved the show. And then I was like, wow, like, Makima is kind of scary, but, like, also kind of cool. And then I got this, right? And then over the break, I read the manga, and I was very disturbed. So, I don't know how I feel about having this anymore, but I think it's very cool. Mylan can attest to this, but I was literally running around, like, trying to find Makima merch, and it was so hard to find. Z stands for Makima. Well, I mean, after reading the manga, I was a little disturbed and a little distraught, but sure, yeah, I say anime Makima was very cool. Pippa Pig? No, this is Pippa Pig, I kid you not. Wait, hold up, let me see. Wait, the funniest thing is I actually have that on my water bottle, and there have been people who have come, like, I kid you not, so I usually leave my water bottle, like, away from people because I don't really drink water that often. Okay, actually I do, but I don't really, like, bring it into meetings and stuff like that. But on the rare occasions that I have, I like, in a professional work setting, people have been like, oh my god, is that Pippa Pig? And I have to, like, laugh awkward and be like, yes. No, Z's quest for I want a Makima print, but it can't be too soon. I know, right? Because there were a lot of there was some Makima art, but they were like very bloody, and I just was very disturbed, and I didn't want that. But there's a bit of blood on this, but not too much. I want Makima to make her PG. No, exactly. That was what I was looking for. Oh, hello, Depresso kids. Pippa Pig. Actually, the craziest thing is that Pippa Pig sticker was a freebie. One of the artists in the stand was like, oh, if you follow me on, like, Instagram or something, or X or whatever, like, you can get a free sticker, and I did that. Or no, was this... No, I'm just spreading misinformation. The way that I got this sticker was, I think they had it on the wall, and they said, if you can identify which character that is, you can get it. And it was a freebie. Yeah, it was, if you know what this is, you get a sticker. Yes, sorry, I was getting this confused, yes. But it was absolutely adorable, and I think this one was also a freebie. So definitely a lot of freebies around here. I purchased this Sailor Moon sticker, so, I'm gonna drink some water, too. So, there was, a few comments, especially when I first debuted, that my model kind of, like, resembles Sailor Moon, but with, like, dark hair. And since then, I've just really enjoyed, like, all the Sailor Moon analogies, so I got this little sticker, I have it on my laptop, it's very adorable. This art here in the back is, there was a little pamphlet that everybody got, and if you went to a specific number of booths, you'd get a, free piece of art. From the official, like, Fanime site. And so Mylan and I were running around, like, getting the stamps, like, basically all over the convention center. That's one of the reasons why we got so many steps. And, I not only got this art, but then they said that the artist was actually there at one of the booths. So then I actually got it signed, too, which was so much fun. I actually have a video of the signing as well that I'll include in this video. Shh. So... yeah, and then on the corner here is a Kirby sticker that's, like, shaped like a stair. Oh, over here, here, let me move my head a little. This little pin here is actually from the BART. And if you don't know what the BART is, it's like the public train, I think it's like a train, I think, around the, like, Bay Area. And, yeah, they were selling anime merch, which was so weird. And if you Google, like, BART anime mascots, there's, like, 4 of them, and they're actually adorable. And this was, like, this thing where you'd put a coin in, and you'd spin it, and then you'd get a, like, pin out. So both me and Mylan got these adorable BART characters. And people have, like, seen this, I've been having this pin on one of my bags, and people are like, oh, that's so cute, and I was like, oh yeah, did you know that a public transit system made this to advertise their like, trains? Crazy, crazy marketing. And then I got this, like, weird-looking anime dude as, like, a free photo card. Kind of unsolicited, but okay, I'm a little bit disturbed. And then this fake rose here, which one of the cosplayers was handing out, which was very adorable. Alright, so... that was Fanime, and I just had so much fun, and since Mylan's in the chat, I also wanted to say thank you to Mylan, because honestly, this was my first, like, real anime convention, and I would have gotten lost so easily, but Mylan knows the way, and was very, very kind to show me around, to make sure I was not overstimulated. And it was just so much fun, like, meeting in person for the first time, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and I just, yeah, definitely would do it again. Yeah, no. Thank you to Mylan for showing me around. So that was the Fanime experience. It was so much fun. I absolutely loved all the little goodies. Alright, so that was Fanime. I also wanted to highlight some of the fun little tidbits that I've seen throughout my month-long hiatus. I love the shibe here in the back. I saw this. This was hilarious. It's like different galaxies, different dwarf galaxies, and I know this is like a really bad photo, but thank you, Headhunter Zila, for becoming a member of the Black Hole, a Black Hole member. Thank you so much. Your name actually reminds me of the burritos, the iguana burrito Zilas that me and Mylan had at Fanime. So thank you, Headhunter, for joining. Yes, now you've become Zun Zuv Zus. Yes, spam the Zus emoji. Wait, I think somebody said that. Wait, somebody said that I should have like a reversed Among Us. I actually can make that really quickly. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I don't think it should take too long. Because I'm having a lot of fun with this. Let me see. I'm still new to this, like, setting system. Okay, emojis. Okay, yes. Okay, I have 5 emojis unlocked. Okay, give me 1 quick second. I'm just gonna add this new emoji real quick. Okay, that should be working now. Oh, okay, wait, hold up. Let me flip back to this. Thank you, Mylan. Thank you so much for joining. I'm glad you were able to catch the Fanime part because that was so much fun. Thank you so much for the congrats messages, and I will see you soon. Violin. Yeah, violin. Violin. 1 attosecond. Okay, if I did this correctly, there should be Zos and Suz. Okay, wait, maybe I did not do that right. Oh, I guess I'll have to refresh the chat, but okay, wait, Astral got it to work. Yes, I think you might need to refresh. I cannot refresh OBS or it will crash, but yeah, let's go. This is great. I need a way to integrate these custom emojis into the live stream chat too. You might need to refresh. Yeah, let me. Yeah, I guess it's not. Oh, let me refresh it here. Let me try. Yes! Yeah! Wait, I want them to look at each other. They're in love. Woohoo! Anywho, yes, I wanted to showcase. Now you guys can have as much fun as you want. I just wanted to showcase this dwarf galaxy classification that I thought was very funny. It's like the different sizes of dwarf galaxies, and the large Magellanic Cloud is here on the right, and there's Pictora's first on here, and it was literally a chonk chart from like not chonky to very chonky, and I just thought this was like hilarious. Oh, you guys are so adorable. Look at that heart in the center. It's looking at Z too. Oh, another really exciting announcement, and thank you, Penbu, for bringing this to our attention. But you remember well, I guess everybody remembers this. This was a big milestone for my channel, but the direct relief charity fundraiser that we did for the LA wildfires was actually on the Acapella Media magazine for their Off-Kai issue, right here in the center. Isn't that so exciting? I was like, Pembu sent this, and I was like, oh my god, what? It was crazy. There's gonna be an online article on this soon. So once that's out, I'll definitely like share it with you guys, and I'm curious to read it too. Yeah, it says Syzygy Altair and her friends managed to raise over $2,500 for direct relief to aid in their Los Angeles wildfire relief efforts. Direct Relief is a humanitarian aid organization that operates all across the USA and is in over 80 countries. For their fundraising event, Z and Friends held a Darwin's Origins and Species React stream, a coding course stream, soldering demonstration, and much more. And, I mean, this would not have been possible without all of the VTubers pictured here. I mean, it was an incredible feat of a lot of, like, science VTubers, but also, like, gaming VTubers as well, just, like, coming together for this huge effort. Yeah, it was amazing that this happened. It still seems like a dream. Yeah, no, Zeus has been achieved, exactly. A little fun, by the way, the weird-looking anime dude photo you showed a couple minutes ago, but I think he's a character from Love at Deep Space. Oh, you mean this guy here in the corner? Yeah, that might be. I don't remember, but they had this giant booth with, like, a giant figurine of this dude, too. I don't know, I was a little disturbed when I got that card, but sure. I also refuse to dig deeper. A little fun little tidbit that I found was this Star Wars galaxy map. Somebody showed me this, actually, today. Did we discuss Rubin Observatory? Oh my god, wait. So, I was originally planning to talk about that for another stream, but I wouldn't mind talking about it today and just having a longer stream today, just because I'm back. We can also save it for the following week as well, or, yeah, I was planning to do, like, a LSST Rubin Observatory thing next week. I do have the slides ready already, though, and they're not too long. But I think we'll have a lot to talk about. I mean, I could give like a brief preview because it is very, very, very exciting, and it has been basically all I've been talking about recently. Yeah, so this is actually a really cool galaxy map showing where all the Star Wars civilizations are. I don't know, it was a cool little thing. Okay, so a lot of you guys may have heard about this on the Discord. But this next slide is gonna blow your mind away. So not only did I visit incredible places, but I met incredible people too. So, okay, so, you know, I was traveling and everything, and, you know, I can't say too many details about this, but hello, GR. Jack Black, oh, I wish. But Brenda's correct. I met YAGOO! I met YAGOO! What the heck? I kid you not, my hands were shaking when I met YAGOO. Like, coming to this very special meeting was, like, very, very last minute. Like, I was, like, all over the place. I was, like, blown away, like, and I even got I only have like one HoloLive merch. It's this photo card of Bae that I got in Japan, and I got YAGOO to sign it. Yeah, so of course, like, I could include a photo of my IRL self, but that would break the immersion, but Mylan actually drew over me, so this is actually a photo that YAGOO and I took together. I know, it's incredible, right? I'm still blown away. I know I haven't, like, you know, sent this out or anything, and you guys are the first to hear about it. I'll probably make, like, a tweet or, like, a Reddit post on it soon, because it was so incredible. I actually, I was very blown away. Okay, I actually jotted down some notes, because, there were a lot of things that I actually got to, like, chat a little bit about, and also, like, hear from him. I just also didn't want to be like too overbearing, and like, yeah, it was just like, it was really, 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 really cool. So one of the things that he said that like really blew my mind was that there are apparently 1 million VTubers in the entire world. Now, of course, like the sizes of these channels vary, and like most of them are actually indie, so they're like not under a company. And of course, like there are names that are like more recognizable than others, but the total number of like VTuber streamers in the entire world is like 1 million, which is crazy. I don't know like where he got that statistic, but I'm just surprised that there are that many streamers that are VTubers. So what did you talk to him about? Yeah, so he was actually joking that maybe one day a college professor could be a VTuber. And I did ask him about like education and that kind of stuff. And for now, Hololive themselves have only collabed with like car companies and art museums, which plays on existing passions that their content creators have. So like, for instance, like if a Hololive member is like really into like cars and stuff, you can collab with a car company. But of course, like Hololive doesn't have like education VTubers. So yeah, that was really interesting to me. I think there are avenues for education when collaborating with these like institutions or companies or museums. Ollie is doing pretty good on the teaching side. Yeah, I think there are some VTubers that have been teaching, but like, of course, no VTubers where that's like their main thing. And it didn't seem like they were planning to sort of get into the edu VTubing scene. Although, like, I have to admit the edu VTubing scene is like very small, but the education YouTube scene is very large. Yeah, so he was also saying that like 50% of their revenue comes from merch, which was actually really surprising because that does not include concert tickets. It also doesn't include like revenue from YouTube, which I thought would have been like a bigger proportion considering like, you know, live streams and super chats and that kind of stuff. But most of it comes from like plushies and like buying photo cards like the one shown here. So yeah. I love these Zus emojis. Didn't Suisei collab with Jackson once? Maybe. If I recall correctly, there is a Jackson VTuber. Yeah, there's definitely like collaborations that have happened. Raiden did a lecture at Kyoto University. That's crazy. No, I think, I wouldn't be surprised if a VTuber gave a talk at a university. Because content creators give talks at university, like IRL face, like content creators give talks at universities too. Yeah, so someone actually asked a question about like AI and whether YAGOO has concerns about AI taking over the VTubing scene. And he didn't seem like that concerned about it, just because they are like, I think they're not planning on using AI anytime soon for obviously for like having a VTuber that's like AI, like Neurosama or something. But they were saying that they might start like AI is already being used to like generate clips and that kind of stuff, but that's sort of external to Hololive, and that might be something that they integrate in the future. I just thought that was a very interesting approach, an interesting answer, because frankly, like, obviously the content creator themselves, like, it's hard for it to be AI because people want to interface with people, but using AI for video editing, I don't know how else there's probably many ways of using AI in like content creation. So I was interested at how he responded to that. It'd be wild to see Zeke give a talk at APS. There's an indie VTuber, Clear Usui. She covers rocket launches. She did collab with Jaxa too. Yeah. Raiden is the closest thing to a VTuber. Edu Raiden VTuber Hololive. Yes. Oh, yes. But I guess there's no, like, English-speaking stuff. Raiden is a Japanese-speaking VTuber, right? Yes. I could not output the stuff I've heard some VTubers say. Well, I think Neurosama is very hilarious, and, you know, Neurosama has a very large audience. But I think one of the appeals of Neurosama is that the transparency that, Neurosama has in terms of, like, software development and, like, seeing, like, what's going on behind the scenes. And then there's also, like, evil Neurosama and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe, Orbeez, you have more opinions on this. I have yet to watch more. I do watch some of Neurosama's streams, but I do want to watch more of them because it's actually very interesting from, like, a software development standpoint. I don't think anyone could replicate Bao. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have heard that there are some AI VTubers that are emerging on the scene, but I think because Neurosama is just one, it doesn't feel overwhelming. But I could imagine even if there's like 5 AI VTubers, it would be... I think having just one is reasonable. All I do know is Vadal made Neurosama. Yeah, yeah. And I think a part of the appeal of Neurosama is like how impressive it is that an AI is able to like interact with chat. And also, another thing is, if I recall correctly, like Vedal, am I saying that right? Vedal, also collabs with like Neurosama. Like sometimes it is just Neurosama, but it's also Vedal as well. So there is still like a human-to-human interaction. Yeah, Vedal. Okay, I was saying that wrong the whole time. See, this is why I need to watch more Neurosama streams. What about the first VTuber? Says Sundax. Who is the first VTuber? Like, Kizuna Ai? But Kizuna Ai was not AI. Kizuna Ai was still voiced by a person and it was just like a VTuber and just says like AI in the last name, right? What if A has been AI this whole time? No, A is not AI. I wish A was AI though, because acting like A actually causes me visceral pain. Yeah, the first VTuber was annoying already. Wait, it's so funny because I talked to some people and they're like, oh yeah, no, I've never watched a VTuber before. Yes, you have. Annoying orange. Wait, isn't Kizuna the singer? Yes, I do. So, actually, technically the first VTuber that I watched, other than Hololive, which really got me into the rabbit hole, was I did see the Kizuna Ai's like AI song when it was like released a very long time ago. And yeah, she's a singer, but she also did like gaming content. Kizuna Ai did start the modern trend. Yes. Yeah, a lot of the AI VTuber operators have themselves present on stream. I'm actually curious if any of the Orbeez know of any AI VTubers other than Neurosama who are like very well established. Other than like evil Neurosama, which is also Neurosama, I guess. Wait, if you're back from break, does that mean that A, the astrologer, has just gone on break? Hopefully, because A, the astrologer needs to disappear from this earth. Well, anywho, that was me meeting YAGOO, and it was a great time. Honestly, I feel like I was so shaky and nervous. I had also drank like 3 cups of coffee that day, so maybe that contributed to it, but I was very nervous. But it was incredible and an incredible opportunity and like very serendipitous that this all happened. Project Viola is the only other Project Viola. Very similar to Neurosama. Oh, I have not seen. Oh, they're on YouTube. Let me see this. Oh, I will definitely check them out. That's really cool. Well, anywho, that was me meeting YAGOO, so yeah, it was really exciting. Oh yeah, then somebody also asked him if VTubers could be used at like, and someone asked him a question about like, in what other ways have VTubers been used, and then YAGOO said that like VTubers have been used in correctional facilities? What? And apparently it was like, in some prisons and stuff, they're helping people like transition from like a very violent life or like a life in prison to the real world, and they're using like VTuber avatars to like interface with these people in the correctional facilities first before they interface with like real people. And I was like, what? I need to read more on this. And I was just like, what? Did I hear this correctly? Yes, you did. It was insane. I don't, like, nobody at Hololive, obviously, but, like, maybe some other VTubers. Or like, people in the correctional facilities are adopting VTuber avatars. Very sussy indeed. You know, he said there's 1 million VTubers in the whole world. Maybe a solid portion of those are just, like, people working, to, you know, help people transition back to the real world. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if using VTubers at correctional facilities is the best choice. Actually, maybe I'll, you know what? Maybe I'll bring this up with Syzygy and Mylin, and maybe they can help me explain the psychology of this, because I want to go to jail now. No. Gonna do crimes to simp for the correctional facility VTubers. No, Orbeez. No. No, this is definitely V-theorem psychologist material. Yeah, I should actually bring that up. I think that would be very interesting. Maybe this is a collab that I do with Syzygy. Actually, a really fun fact is that I've collabed with everyone in V-theorem except Syzygy, and the reason for that is just the time zones and the scheduling has been really tough, but we have been brainstorming some ideas and some potential times, and maybe this is a potential option. This is a very important thing to understand, exactly. Alright, well, moving on to the next slide, I wanted to feature, I love this, like, this little, like, slide here. Thank you all for the incredible fan art while I was gone, and there was so much, and I just wanted to highlight some of my favorites. The collab of all time is gearing up. Exactly. First off, the loading screen, and I've been using this, like, everywhere. It is absolutely beautiful. This was made by Medea, who also goes by Mass Mischief Art. I included their X and their Twitch here. They actually did a live stream of, like, the work in progress, like, drawing my commission on stream, and I don't want to go too much in detail about this, but I have in the past tried to go for some paid commissions and have had some rough journeys, and some, like, slightly unfortunate events. And I just wanted to say that, like, Medea was, like, I mean, first off, like, my first paid commission, but was very communicative to me the entire process. They actually, like, had a wrist injury as well, and, like, still managed to cook this masterpiece. So huge thank you to Medea. Go check out their Twitch. They're an incredibly talented artist. I just love how this came out, and it's incredibly beautiful. I mean, I'm just blown away. It just, the aura is insane. Like, I just love the gravitational waves, the galaxy in the background was, like, all their idea. Like, that's just so creative. So yes, I'll probably have this, like, available as, like, I'll talk to Medea and see if I can have this, like, available as a wallpaper with the little marking here in the corner. But yes. A huge thank you to Dissonant for this little adorable drawing of me. Oh my god, it literally so cute. I just love the sparkles in the eyes. It's so cute. And then thank you to Warpy for this cute gif of the flipping Z's. I just thought that was so fun. And then thank you to Original Fart, funny username, who's on Coffee, for these two adorable drawings. This actually arrived today and was very, very adorable. I just love the facial expression on this one, and I just love how cute. And the planets is so cute. I look like I'm kissing the earth. It's so cute. The Zyger wave, yes, I love the Zyger wave. And another thing is that Original Fart actually provided this art for free, so another huge thank you. And yeah, I haven't posted these yet because they literally arrived like 2 hours ago, but I just wanted to highlight because it looks so good. Alright, and now it's the one that you've all been waiting for. So, Astral, who is here in the chat, on May 25th, 2025, which was very soon after I announced my hiatus, was I have elected to trashily drawing Z as a piece of food until sabbatical ends. And I was like, this is gonna be very interesting. And the sheer creativity and masterpiece of these is insane. Like, the Zanana, the Zed Zunion, the, this is like the Zeech, the Starfruit, the Zollyflower, the Zotato. There's just so many. Yeah, doing the Lord's work for real. It's thank you, Astral Atropos. And I did want to say, I know a lot of you guys have been advocating for these as emojis. I will add them. Actually, let me. I have a little notepad here. I'm gonna add vegetable emojis to my checklist because I will add that to the Discord soon after this stream. And they're just so adorable. So, yes. And so, you might be like, oh, well, there's only like several of them here. Like, what did you do for the rest of the weeks? Well, do not fear, because Astral just kept on cooking and cooking. Because Astral not only cooked the vegetables, but also cooked these Pokemon, or Zokimon, I guess. There's, I actually don't think I can even name them all. But there's like this evolution here that's like going up. There's this one. I'm actually really bad with Pokemon names. Zeech, Zunion, and Zanana. Yes, I will definitely, I definitely want to make the Zanana an emoji. But these are absolutely beautiful, and I just love the animation. They all have this little, like, cosmic microwave background flare, or the astrologer flare. Oh, yeah, and, very cool little evolutions, also Z-themed. Z as a CD, Z as a, what, I'm forgetting what this is called. I just, you know, the hiatus was really long, and there were some times where I really missed you, Orbeez. And just seeing these just made me smile every day. Like, they were just so much fun. What does this say here? It says, Orbeez said, it all started with a carrot. Z once crudely depicted herself as a carrot on a whiteboard at stream. Yeah, and Astral's describing the history of how the Zeret, or the carrot, came to be. So, during my 2K substream, I drew a carrot, and then Astral drew the Zeret, and then in a series of events, all of these creatures have been created, and now Z has been represented as a DVD, my ultimate form. Deoxyz, oh yes, or it was like Zeoxys or something. Yeah. And there's a lot more that I actually haven't included in this slideshow, so huge shout out for Astral for all of the adorable little art, and I have saved all of them in a folder on my laptop, and I will add them as emojis for all of you Orbeez to freely use. Alright, so I know we're coming up on the hour 30 mark, and my face is hurting from smiling so much, but I think I may have hinted this earlier, but I do have a very special announcement, and it's one that you guys have really been waiting for, and it makes me feel a little sentimental too, because it's been one of the goals of this channel, like one of the long-term milestones that I want to hit for this channel and, you know, feature for you guys. Alright, we're gonna do a drum roll. Hour 30, yeah, no, I've been streaming for about an hour 30, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So drum roll. Drum roll. Drum roll, please. I brought my violin. Okay, so this is like the very exciting announcement, and some of you guys might be like, oh my god, that was like the most misleading thing ever. You guys have no idea. For those of you who have been following along my journey, so I have this beautifully sounding violin that I've had for a very long time. And the thing is, I have not been able to bring it to my primary residence, and it's been at my childhood home, just like gathering dust for the past several years. And I brought my violin to where I am right now, and I can finally actually play it and practice it instead of, you know, being able to only play it for like the 1 week or 2 weeks that I am visiting my childhood home every once in a million years. So, so this is like very, 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 very exciting announcement. So you might be wondering, like, what's the lore behind this? So I have this beautifully sounding violin. It's absolutely beautifully sounding. It's very, very old, but it's at my childhood home, my family home. And I was not able to bring the violin originally because there were concerns from the shop that, where I originally got the violin from, about humidity, temperature, change in climate, damaging my violin. But guess who got approval? Me! Let's freaking go! So, you might be wondering, what does this mean? Well, I am already preparing to, you know, well, okay, right now I'm practicing, I'm getting back into the grind, but I want to record some covers, I want to, you know, play a few songs for you guys. I know I've been recording some anime covers, but my original, like, specialty was, like, classical music, so I want to do, like, some classical music pieces for you guys, have those recorded, you know, post them. So I know I already have 2 covers up on my channel, and they were, like, spaced apart by, like, literal months, but I just want to share music with you guys, and the reason why this is so sentimental to me is because I actually played violin for, how long, like 13 years, but I have not been able to play for several years because of this, basically. And, yeah, I mean, even in the last few years, I had some issues, with, like, you know, not having enough time and that kind of stuff. Very long story, but anywho, my violin's here, and I've been practicing, and it's been so much fun, and I just feel like a part of me is just, like, filled again, and just feeling just, how do I even explain this? And I'm just so excited to share music with you guys. So, Large Hadron says rave, which brings me to my next point. So, I did say this a while back, that I did promise a concert when I hit 10,000 subs, and I know that's like a very, 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 very big stretch goal. Is this an achievable goal in the future? I 100% believe so. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I definitely want to save a violin concert for a very special milestone. We'll see. Maybe. Fingers crossed. If not, I will still be recording songs in Spotify? Maybe. Maybe I'll record them and upload them on Spotify. That would be very exciting. Another thing is that my birthday is coming up soon. My canonical birthday is actually July 7th, which is actually my debut anniversary. I know, right? I'm so creative. Actually, no. My debut anniversary is end of July, if I recall correctly. No. July 7th is when I started preparing materials to debut. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a celebration for that. Who knows? Orbeez, what do you think? Yeah, the little sparkle eye emoji is exactly how I feel too. And yeah, so this is the last slide. So 2 days from now, on Thursday, I will be doing the physics meme review. You guys submitted so many memes. I actually had to close the Google form just like 48 hours after I opened it because you guys uploaded so many memes. Like, I kid you not, I think I got about 40 memes in like the first few hours alone. So I will be going through the memes and it will be a great time. And they're physics/academia related, so it's gonna be very, very fun. Alright, and that is all from me. Wow, I feel like this was, I had so much to chat about. Here, let me quickly drink some water. My throat is... I'm definitely out of practice. My voice is like... I feel like I haven't talked this much in a while. Actually, because we have a little bit of time, maybe I will spend a bit of time here. Let me just load this up real quick. I want to quickly just go over the Vera Rubin photos. I was gonna save this for another time, but let's quickly talk about it right now because I don't think I can stop myself. This is one of the photos that was released as part of the Rubin Observatory's first look. And like, you should Google the original image because this photo does not do it justice. The quality is insane. If you zoom in, you just see more and more and more and more galaxies. So the Rubin Observatory, I'll talk more about this. I think I'm gonna have a, about a week from now, I'll do a talk on the Rubin Observatory because I have a lot of details and information I want to share, like, in a more formal setting and, you know, help you guys learn about this as well. So get your thinking caps ready. Oh man, it's freaking beautiful. I know, right? I already set it to my phone wallpaper. I was actually, so I was actually traveling when this originally came out, and I was in an Uber, like, watching the first look live stream on my phone with, like, 2 bars of signal, and I was, like, trying to load the images and, like, messaging people at the same time. It was just so surreal. Like, I was just in this Uber, and this Uber driver was also, like, trying to, like, talk to me a little bit, and I was, like, so locked in. I felt kind of bad, but it was absolutely spectacular. And the photo is just great. It's so beautiful. Every point in this image, I think except maybe this one here, I'm not sure, is a galaxy. It's crazy. And you should go to and look at this. Actually, I might show this if I have a bit of time, but there's actually an interactive website where you can actually zoom in on this as well. What's even crazier though is this image. This is huge, right? This is just 2% of the total field of view of the Rubin Observatory. So every night when the Rubin Observatory takes a photo every 37 seconds, it's getting like 50 of these every second. Isn't that insane? I know, holy, that's like the only, it's just awe, like total awe that I can explain this. It's just absolutely incredible. And every 37 seconds. And it looks at a new patch of the sky every 37 seconds. It's so beautiful. It's such an incredible feat of the scientific community and just looks so crisp. Actually, let me see if I can get the website loaded. I think I can just share this. Yeah, I'll go more depth into this. Yeah, that 2% is very big. So this is one of the first look photos, right? And like, you can just keep zooming in. Just look at this detail. Like every time you zoom in, it just gets like more and more crisp. And each of these dots is a galaxy. Isn't that crazy? And like, there's just so much going on here. And you can like zoom out. This is like the entire field of view, and you can just like, and what so this is what the photo was that they showed. That was just like a small tiny region. but like you can see these like galaxies like interacting here. And you might be wondering, like, what is this? This is something that emerges out of the interaction of the galaxies that is taking place here. It's a little, like, column-looking thing. And you could just... It's just... Yeah, seeing this absolutely blows my mind, too. Actually... So this is called Skyviewer. They released... The Rubin Observatory released this website as a way for people to interact with the first look photos. And I highly recommend you go check it out and just like zoom in, and this live stream doesn't even do it justice because you have to have it like on your laptop and like really truly admire like how huge this singular snapshot is. It is incredible. Space is so cool. This telescope is so cool. It took like 20 years for this observatory to be possible. And I'll talk more about this later, but in just 10 hours of observing, they discovered 2,000 new asteroids and, like, objects orbiting Earth. Oh, okay, not asteroids. What am I saying? I'm blanking. No, asteroids. Yeah, they found 2,000 new asteroids, and I think that number... There was another separate number for the number of objects that they found also going around the Earth. Yeah, no, this is incredible. Near-Earth objects, yes. Yes. Sorry. I should know that off the top of my head, but, my brain is getting foggy. Achieving such a quality for an observer mind-blowing. Yeah, no, it's down in Chile, which is great. I would have thought something like that came only from telescopes in orbit. Yeah, one of the reasons why this is so high quality is because the camera for this is humongous. Maybe I should, I'll quickly show it here. Oh. Actually, maybe I should Google it, because I actually don't have a photo of the camera in the slides yet. Let me just open this in a new tab. So, this camera is humongous. I guess this photo even doesn't do it justice. This is actually the largest camera ever made in human history. It's great. And when I say this photo doesn't do it justice, you might be like, well, Z, how do you even know how large it is? You guys, I'll say this right now, but I have seen the camera before it was shipped out. I saw the camera before it was shipped out to Chile. And it's huge. So Orbeez, believe me when I say that this is the biggest. Like, this is a huge camera. Zilla says, I've been thinking to myself that it would have been amazing to meet you back when James Webb released his first photos. No, for real. Because I still remember that day, clear as day. I also remember immediately setting my iPad and phone wallpaper to those photos, because it was great. I was incredibly excited. I mean, the James Webb launch... I guess you guys, if you weren't following James Webb as closely, there were many delays with the launch, many struggles, many budget concerns, and eventually when it launched, the concern was, oh, something's gonna go wrong, like, oh, it's not gonna be that great. Oh, wait, well, there were no concerns that it wasn't gonna be great. Everyone knew it was gonna be great. It was just like, there was concerns that, you know, something might fail to deploy, there could have been potential issue, and the launch went so well. Like, it went smoother than anyone could have possibly imagined. And people thought of every possible scenario, and none of it happened. It was a Christmas miracle, because it also happened on Christmas, so. Zanana for scale? Yeah, maybe a Zanana for scale, like right here. Is that camera larger? Is a camera larger than you? Okay, to be fair, I did see the camera, but I obviously like wasn't able to like go in and touch it. Actually, let me actually get the exact height of the camera. Actually, okay, I don't think I should actually compare my height and the camera, because it will actually dox my real life height. Well, I'm sure people can also figure it out from the photo I took with YAGOO, but but the height of the camera is 1.65 meters, which is, for those of you in feet and inches, is about 5 feet and 5 inches. Use the Zanana for scale. Maybe I'll have a photo of it here too. Yeah. Actually, canonically, I'm only a few millimeters, so the camera is larger than me. Alright, well, I don't want to spoil too much of the talk that I have been preparing. So yeah, that's just really exciting. Let me quickly show the other... actually, let me first give you guys the link to the first look. So there's a gallery, but I also recommend that you check out the live stream that they did on the release, which was a few days ago. Actually, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. And, they do a really good job of explaining, you know, how the data collection is done and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna try to condense some of that content into my presentation. And yeah, this is also just really beautiful. Let me try to get a high quality image so I can like zoom in. OMG, I can't even install it. Let me just... Can I just show this? Yes. This is also one of the images that they provided in the first look event. It is the Lagoon Nebula and the Trifid Nebula, and it's just so beautiful. Like, just look at those colors. And just, like, look at how crisp this is. On scale, like, the moon is, like... The moon is smaller than the field of view of the Rubin Observatory. I hope they will find more interstellar objects. I would not be surprised if we did. Because I was shocked when they said that in just 10 hours they discovered 2,000 new asteroids. And that's just 10 hours. The Rubin Observatory is going to survey the sky for 10 years. And yes, its focus is going to be on galaxies, and understand dark matter, which I'll talk more about in my presentation next week. But this is just going to be very exciting. Yeah, just look at the dust, right? It's just so... It's so beautiful. My heart is so full. It's just, these images are incredible. Yeah, so really, really exciting. Definitely go check out the gallery. They have plenty of other exciting things there, and plenty of also other resources if you want to learn more about what the photos include. I actually want to show, maybe also try to show this one. They have like annotated images as well, so you can like basically navigate and see what's going on here. Anywho, I don't want to spoil too much from my talk, and oh my god, my face hurts from smiling so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and also I'm really glad I was able to catch up with everybody. Before I leave, thank you Brenda, Apa, Large Hadron, Astral, MDB, Eggy, PogChamp, G, Specs, and Headhunter for joining membership. And for those of you who are watching the VOD, I will also thank you in the next live stream. Thank you guys so much for your support. Opening membership is just such a huge milestone for this community, and I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to be streaming with you guys, and I have a lot of really exciting ideas ahead. A lot of cool collabs, so keep an eye out for our schedule, and yeah, thank you guys so much. And don't miss on... Oh, well, maybe I'll have this last slide up. Oh. Yeah, don't miss, 2 days from now, on Thursday, I'll be doing the physics meme review, so if you submitted your meme, definitely go check that out. I'm really glad that you guys love the little sus emojis, and feel free, if you're new here, feel free to join the Discord, and there will also be opportunities for you guys to please let me know what emojis you'd like, maybe what kind of little icons you want when you're a member, and so forth. So, yes, thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you guys in the next one, which will be very soon. So, thank you guys so much, and for all the love during the hiatus, and yeah, bye-bye! Bye-bye!